Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Ready. Blue 80. Mike 54. Hey, stop. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And some space here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Hey, watch it.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at their 48-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015 finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
On first down, Drake. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Hey, flip. No. Easy. Watch the safe foot. Let's go now. Let's go.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Hey, let's go. Wait.
They'll run here with Ballage. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, Winston. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Evans. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running, it's Drake. He'll have a first down past the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. On first down, Drake. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the edge. Slant. It's great. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now Balaj. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They run it with Balaj. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Balaj. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard,
At the 22-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check the backer, check the backer. Wait. Hey, hustle. Watch twins.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He'll set up the screen to Drake. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Mike, 20. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We own this. We own this. Kill. 2 for 66. Check out.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
.154 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Drake. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Get along. You go tight. You got tight. Hey, you got tight. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey. Flip it.
From the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Goff, sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down, and he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the screen. Hey, 5. Watch twist. Check. Frag down. Mike 55.
Hey, watch the slant.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
55, my guy, 55.
From the gun, here's Gone. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They find some open field here.
You see me out here? That's
Intercepted by the Broncos. His guys take over 1st and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Drake. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Drake. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's good.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
25, check 25, check 20.
Now a handoff looking right. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready, black, watch the backer, watch the backer. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Flip it, flip it.
Now they try the right side here. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Check 52, shoot, shoot, shoot. Sponge, sponge.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake, and he's got some space here. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Shoot, watch the shoot.
On first and goal, Drake. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 7-yard line.
Check 43. Back.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
Another run by Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Miami. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Whirling.
On fourth down, Goff. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Switch. Bang. Orange.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. From the 40 now on second down. Goff buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On third down, Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff airing it out for Hamilton. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Come on. Sunday. Check 49.
Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Mike, 54. You ready, Triple C? 5-0. Hey, watch it. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Bring it.
Here's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Check 50. Tighten up. Wait. No. Off. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ball trot. Mike's 54.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Check motion, 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 motion. Back to the mic.
On 2nd and 9. Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Ready? Hold the look. Hold.
Now gone. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They'll go again with Lindsey. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Mike 52.
From the 50, it's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Charlie. Here we go. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, get in the weight room.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 52, Mike 52. Tackles. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And no, It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the give, this is Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Slam.
Contact. Green, triple C.
Winston here to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Easy. That's me. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Winston on 4th down. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Back to throw. Gone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Double dog. That's the way.
One last throw here for goal. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
76. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, tight.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.